In 1453, the heart of a once mighty empire was about to be extinguished forever. The fall of Constantinople marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and the dawn of a new world order. How did a city revered for its resilience succumb to the relentless advance of the Ottomans? The Byzantine Empire, a remnant of the Roman legacy, had endured for over 1,000 years. By the 15th century, however, it faced relentless challenges from rising powers, including the Ottomans, who steadily encroached upon its territories. Constantinople, strategically located between Europe and Asia, was not only a cultural hub but also a vital trade center. Its immense wealth and religious significance made it a target for conquest. In 1451, Mehmed II ascended to the Ottoman throne, determined to capture Constantinople. With his experience in warfare and a vision for a united Islamic empire, he began preparations for an ambitious siege. The Byzantine defenders, led by Emperor Constantine XI, understood the stakes. Facing a numerically superior force, they fortified the city's legendary walls, which had withstood countless sieges throughout history. As the siege began on April 6, 1453, the Ottomans unleashed a relentless barrage of cannon fire upon the city. These massive weapons, a technological marvel of the time, shattered parts of the once impenetrable walls. For weeks, the defenders held their ground, displaying remarkable bravery and resourcefulness. Supplies dwindled, but their determination never wavered as they prepared for the inevitable clash. Inside the city, fear and uncertainty mingled with hope. Citizens rallied around their emperor, reflecting the indomitable spirit of a people unwilling to surrender their home. On May 22, 1453, after weeks of relentless assault, the final attack commenced. The Ottomans launched a massive assault on the weakened walls, breaching defenses and flooding into the city. As the Ottomans surged into Constantinople, the defenders fought valiantly. Emperor Constantine XI, leading from the front, inspired his troops even in the face of overwhelming odds. The combat was fierce and chaotic, with close-quarter battles raging through the streets. The sound of swords clashing and cries of courage echoed through the ancient city. As the day wore on, hope began to fade for the defenders. With the walls breached and reinforcements nowhere to be found, their valiant stand was nearing its tragic conclusion. In a final act of bravery, Constantine XI fought valiantly at the gates, refusing to surrender. His words of defiance became a rallying cry for his soldiers, even as the end loomed. With the city in flames and the sounds of defeat echoing, the last remnants of Byzantine resistance were crushed. The Ottoman forces claimed victory, forever altering the course of history. The fall of Constantinople marked the end of an era. It signified not only the demise of the Byzantine Empire, but also the rise of the Ottoman Empire as a dominant force in the region. The fall of this magnificent city ushered in a new age of exploration and cultural exchange. As the Ottomans expanded their empire, the world would be forever changed by the events that unfolded. In the years following the conquest, Constantinople was transformed into Istanbul, a new capital that thrived under Ottoman rule. The city became a melting pot of cultures and ideas, blending the East and West. The Hagia Sophia, a symbol of Byzantine architecture, was repurposed as a mosque. This shift represented not just a change in religion, but also a blending of rich histories. The legacy of the fall of Constantinople is felt to this day. It serves as a reminder of the fragility of empires and the profound impact of historical events on the course of humanity. The fall of Constantinople was not just a battle. It was a watershed moment that reshaped civilizations. As we reflect on this monumental event, let us remember the lessons of history and the resilience of those who fought for their beliefs. As the siege continued, the walls of Constantinople stood resilient, echoing the strength of its defenders. The Byzantine soldiers, led by Emperor Constantine XI, were determined to protect their city. Each day brought new challenges, as the Ottoman forces, under Sultan Mehmed II, pushed relentlessly against the formidable defenses of the city. The Ottomans employed advanced artillery, including massive cannons that could breach the once impenetrable walls. These innovations marked a significant evolution in warfare during this era. As the ground shook from cannon fire, the defenders felt the weight of history pressing down upon them. For weeks, the siege dragged on, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The defenders held fast, driven by their faith and the hope of liberation. However, supplies dwindled, and the need for fresh strategies became increasingly urgent. On May 22, 1453, the Ottomans launched a final assault. With their forces bolstered by relentless artillery barrages, they aimed for the weakest points of the walls. As the sun rose over the horizon, both sides braced for a confrontation that would determine the fate of the city. In the chaos of battle, the mood shifted from hope to desperation. The defenders, outnumbered and outgunned, fought valiantly to protect their homeland. Each street became a battleground, echoing with the clash of swords and the cries of the wounded. The Ottomans breached the walls at several points, overwhelming the defenders. The strategy of encirclement and concentrated fire proved devastatingly effective. As the crusade for the city intensified, the Byzantine forces fought fiercely to reclaim lost ground. Emperor Constantine XI, recognizing the dire circumstances, rallied his troops for one last stand. He inspired them with a passionate speech urging every soldier to fight for their city and their faith. This moment of unity became a symbol of resistance. Despite their courage, the defenders were slowly overwhelmed. As the walls crumbled and the Ottoman banners rose, the reality of defeat loomed over Constantinople. The spirit of the Byzantine Empire, however, remained unyielded in the hearts of its people. As the city fell, it marked the end of an era for the Byzantine Empire. The fall of Constantinople signified the closing chapter of Eastern Roman history, shifting the balance of power in Europe and Asia. This moment would echo through time, altering the course of empires. In the aftermath, Sultan Mehmed II entered the city not as a conqueror, but as a new ruler. His vision for Constantinople was grand. He sought to transform it into a vibrant center of culture and trade, a new capital for the Ottoman Empire. The conversion of Hagia Sophia from a cathedral to a mosque symbolized the profound cultural shift. This architectural marvel, once a centerpiece of Byzantine Christianity, now became a testament to Islamic heritage. As the Ottomans consolidated power, they implemented policies that promoted religious tolerance. The diverse population of Constantinople contributed to its rich tapestry of cultures. Greek, Armenian, and Jewish communities thrived, adapting to their new reality under Ottoman rule. The legacy of the fall extended beyond immediate cultural changes. It sparked a new era of exploration and expansion as European powers sought new trade routes. The fall of Constantinople led to the Age of Discovery, fundamentally altering global trade dynamics. The fall also marked the beginning of the Renaissance in Italy, as scholars fled the city, bringing with them ancient texts and knowledge. This migration of intellect helped to ignite a cultural revival that would reshape Europe for generations. Today, the fall of Constantinople is remembered not only as a military victory, but as a pivotal moment that shaped the modern world. The echoes of this event resonate through history, reminding us of the interplay between conflict and cultural evolution. The stories of those who fought and perished during the siege endure as a testament to human resilience. The defenders of Constantinople, though ultimately defeated, have left a legacy of bravery and sacrifice that continues to inspire future generations. As we continue to explore the implications of the fall, it is vital to understand that the lessons learned from this encounter extend far beyond military strategy. They speak to the need for diplomacy, understanding, and the wisdom of history's narratives. The fall of Constantinople also influenced the Ottoman Empire's identity as they absorbed Byzantine traditions while forging their own. This blend of cultures enriched the empire, making it a center of innovation, art, and learning. In examining the impact of the fall, we find that it redefined the geopolitical landscape of Europe and the Middle East. The Ottoman Empire emerged as a dominant power, setting the stage for centuries of conflict and cooperation with its neighbors. The legacy of the Ottoman Empire itself is intertwined with the story of Constantinople's fall. It highlights the fragility of power and the importance of adaptability in the face of change. The rise and fall of empires serve as constant reminders of history's cyclical nature. Moreover, the cultural diffusion that followed the fall led to a rich exchange of ideas between East and West. This cross pollination of knowledge influenced everything from architecture to philosophy, enriching both sides of the divide. The memory of the fall continues to inspire literature, art, and popular culture, serving as a backdrop for countless stories exploring themes of resilience and sacrifice. This event has become a symbol for many, reflecting the deep human yearning for freedom and identity. As we reflect on the fall of Constantinople, we uncover the complex narratives that shaped this historical moment. Each perspective adds depth to our understanding of the past and the forces that continue to shape our world today. The fall of Constantinople remains a vital chapter in the story of human civilization. It teaches us that history is not merely a record of events, but a living narrative that influences our present and future. In contemplating the fall of Constantinople, we recognize the enduring nature of human ambition and the quest for legacy. As we continue to explore this fascinating history, let us carry forward the lessons learned and the stories of those who came before us. As the siege continued, defenders of Constantinople faced relentless attacks. The Ottomans, led by the ambitious Mehmed II, employed advanced artillery, showcasing their military prowess. Each day brought new challenges for the Byzantines, who were determined to resist the encroaching forces. On May 29, 1453, the final assault began at dawn. The Ottomans unleashed a devastating barrage of cannon fire against the city's formidable walls. The once thought impenetrable fortifications trembled under the relentless bombardment, signaling the beginning of the end for the Byzantine Empire. Inside the city, the atmosphere was charged with anxiety and fear. The defenders, outnumbered and exhausted, prepared for what seemed to be their last stand. Emotions ran high as many citizens prayed for salvation, clinging to their faith amid despair. The Byzantine Emperor, Constantine XI, emerged as a symbol of hope and resilience. He rallied his soldiers, urging them to fight to the last breath. His leadership inspired many to take up arms, driven by a fierce desire to protect their home and heritage. As the day wore on, the walls began to crumble under the pressure of the bombardment. Ottoman troops surged forward, breaching the defenses in several places. Chaos erupted as the defenders realized that their stronghold was succumbing to the might of the Ottoman forces. In a desperate act of bravery, a group of defenders, led by Giovanni Giustiniani, attempted to hold the breached section of the wall. Despite their valiant efforts, they were vastly outnumbered, and soon they found themselves surrounded on all sides. As night fell on that fateful day, the last remnants of Byzantine resistance began to falter. The sounds of battle echoed through the city, mingled with cries of despair. Hope was dwindling, yet many still held on to the belief that a miracle might save them. Meanwhile, within the Ottoman camp, Mehmed II prepared for the final push. He motivated his troops, emphasizing the historic significance of capturing Constantinople. The promise of wealth and glory drove the soldiers forward, eager to claim victory. At dawn on May 30th, the Ottomans launched their final assault with renewed vigor. Soldiers poured into the city, overcoming barricades and making their way through the disarray. The Byzantine Empire was on the brink of collapse as the sound of victory rang out. The defenders fought valiantly, but overwhelming numbers took their toll. As the Ottomans flooded the streets, many Byzantines retreated to the Hagia Sophia, seeking refuge in the sacred space that had stood for centuries as a symbol of their faith and culture. Inside the Hagia Sophia, a last-ditch effort was made to rally the remaining defenders. The atmosphere thick with tension, prayers blended with calls for courage. It was a moment of profound unity amidst the chaos, as faith became their final weapon. As the Ottomans breached the final defenses, the screams of battle echoed through the streets. The Byzantine Empire's once mighty capital was falling, and the world watched as history unfolded. The struggle for Constantinople was a testament to the spirit of its people. The fall of Constantinople signified not just the end of an era, but a pivotal shift in global dynamics. The Ottoman Empire emerged as a dominant power, heralding a new age characterized by cultural exchange and conflict. The echoes of this siege would resonate for centuries. In the wake of conquest, Mehmed II earned the title the Conqueror. He sought to establish a legacy, transforming Constantinople into a thriving capital. The city, renamed Istanbul, became a melting pot of cultures, reflecting the new order in the region and beyond. Despite the fall, the spirit of the Byzantine civilization endured. Art, literature, and philosophy continued to influence the world, shaped by the legacy of those who fought bravely. The resilience of the human spirit transcended the destruction, leaving a lasting impact on history. In the years following the conquest, Istanbul flourished under Ottoman rule. The architectural wonders of the city, including mosques and palaces, were built blending Byzantine and Islamic styles. This fusion exemplified the transformation that took place in the heart of the city. The conquest of Constantinople was not just a military victory. It marked the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of the Renaissance. Scholars and artists flocked to the city, drawn by its newfound vibrancy and intellectual revival, bridging the gap between East and West. However, the fall of Constantinople also signaled the rise of new conflicts. The Ottoman Empire expanded aggressively, confronting Europe in a series of battles. The geopolitical landscape was reshaped as nations began to react to the growing power of the Ottomans, leading to centuries of conflict. As the Ottoman Empire grew, so did its cultural and religious influence. The blending of Islamic and Christian traditions led to a rich tapestry of cultural expression. Festivals, music, and art flourished, creating a unique identity that would define the region for generations. Despite the initial shock of the conquest, many Byzantine traditions persisted. The Orthodox Church adapted, continuing to play a vital role in the lives of the citizens. This resilience showed that culture could endure even in the face of overwhelming change. As centuries passed, the memory of the fall of Constantinople became a symbol of both loss and resilience. It inspired countless narratives, artworks, and cultural expressions, reminding future generations of the importance of heritage and the fight for survival. In modern times, the events surrounding the fall of Constantinople are still studied and debated. Historians analyze the strategies employed by both sides, drawing lessons from this pivotal moment in history. Its significance remains relevant in discussions about war, culture, and identity. Today, Istanbul stands as a testament to the confluence of cultures that arose from the fall of Constantinople. The legacy of its diverse history can be seen in its architecture, cuisine, and daily life. The city embodies the spirit of endurance and transformation. The fall of Constantinople also marked a turning point in trade routes. Control of the city meant control over vital trade passages between Europe and Asia. This new dominance shifted the economic landscape, impacting trade relations for centuries. Furthermore, the establishment of the Ottoman Empire facilitated the spread of new ideas, technologies, and cultures across its vast territories. From architecture to science, this exchange enriched not only the empire, but also the world, shaping modern civilization in profound ways. The legacy of the fall of Constantinople can also be seen in the religious landscape of the region. The Ottoman Empire embraced a policy of relative tolerance towards diverse faiths, allowing various communities to flourish under its rule while also asserting Islamic traditions. As the Ottoman Empire expanded, it faced various challenges, including internal strife and external threats. The legacy of Constantinople's fall loomed large, shaping the empire's policies and its approach to governance and cultural integration. Many of the architectural wonders built during the Ottoman era owe their inspiration to the Byzantine influence. Structures like the Blue Mosque and Topkapi Palace reflect a synthesis of styles, showcasing the artistic legacy left behind by the Byzantine culture. The narrative of the fall of Constantinople continues to captivate storytellers and historians alike. It serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of empire, identity, and the human experience. This layered history reveals how one moment can alter the course of civilizations. As we analyze the events of the fall of Constantinople, we uncover the intricate interplay of fate, ambition, and resilience. The city remains a focal point for discussions surrounding cultural identity and the enduring legacy of empires throughout history. The aftermath of the fall continues to shape the narratives of nations, influencing how modern countries view their history and relationships with each other. The lessons learned from this monumental event resonate through time, serving as a lens through which we examine contemporary issues. In the broader scope of history, the fall of Constantinople reminds us of the cyclical nature of power and influence. Empires rise and fall, but the stories woven through time provide insight into the forces that shape our world today. As we reflect upon the fall of Constantinople, we are drawn to the individuals who lived through this transformative period. Their choices and actions contributed to the narrative, reminding us of the human spirit's capacity to endure and adapt in times of crisis. The legacy of the fall of Constantinople continues to inspire artistic expressions, from literature to film. Creatives draw upon this rich history, weaving tales of heroism and tragedy that captivate audiences, fostering an appreciation for the complexities of the past. As centuries pass, the lessons from the fall of Constantinople remain vital. They urge us to consider the delicate balance of power, the importance of cultural preservation, and the ongoing relevance of history in shaping our collective future. Examining the fall of Constantinople also leads us to explore the role of memory and commemoration. How societies remember such pivotal moments influences their identity, shaping narratives that resonate across generations, reminding us of our shared history. The fall of Constantinople serves as a reminder of the fragility of civilization. The fate of once great empires underscores the importance of understanding history's lessons, prompting us to consider how we can learn from the past to navigate the challenges of the present. In revisiting the fall of Constantinople, we uncover the interconnectedness of global history. The events of 1453 reverberated far beyond the city walls, influencing trade, culture, and politics across continents, reshaping our understanding of the world. Ultimately, the saga of the fall of Constantinople illustrates the enduring human struggle for identity and belonging. It highlights the resilience of cultures that have faced adversity, showcasing how history can empower future generations to seek better paths forward. The events surrounding the fall of Constantinople remind us that history is shaped not just by victors, but by the stories of those who resisted and endured. Their legacy lives on, compelling us to honor the past while seeking a more inclusive future. As we delve into the narratives birthed from the fall of Constantinople, we recognize the role these stories play in defining our cultural identity. They inform our understanding of who we are and shape the values we hold dear in today's world. The fall of Constantinople stands as a historical fulcrum, propelling humanity towards an era of exploration and change. It challenges us to consider how pivotal moments can reshape not only nations, but also the trajectories of individual lives. In the reflection of the fall of Constantinople, we are reminded that history does not exist in isolation. The implications of this monumental event continue to reverberate through time, influencing how we understand our past and interact with one another today. The legacy of Constantinople's fall serves as a compelling narrative of resilience and transformation. It inspires us to forge ahead, drawing strength from those who faced insurmountable challenges, reminding us that history is ultimately a testament to human endurance. In examining the fall of Constantinople, we not only explore the past but also engage with the present. It encourages us to reflect on the lessons from history as we navigate our own challenges. fostering a deeper understanding of who we are and where we are headed?